Good evening and welcome to Madison Southern High School. As the Eagles of Madison Southern are all set to take on the Model Patriots in some high school baseball action. I'm Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey, coverage on WBON, presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. John, it is a beautiful night for baseball.
Absolutely. The sun's out, not a lot of clouds in the sky. I didn't think this game was going to be happening after the weather we had on, what was it, Monday afternoon, evening going into, or no, that was Sunday evening.
Yesterday morning as well.
Golly.
There are a lot of games around the area that were canceled, but as you can see through our cameras right now looking at home plate, this field looks outstanding throughout as the captains, along with their coaches out there, getting all set to go. Preston Williams out there for Southern, and out there for Central is number 10, Caden Wade. First-year coach at Model this year, John. Andrew Feltrup in his first go-around. Last year, Model set a school record with 23 wins. Statistically, the best season in Model baseball history. Their coach moved on, and several players moved on. They did graduated a few. A lot of kids transferred out, so a little bit of rebuilding, but they did get back some good pieces. So this team looking to capitalize on last year's success. Model currently coming in with a record of 0-6. Recent losses at Rowan County. They played against Russell and Rowan County as well. Played Berea last week and fell 3-1 in a really close one over at Berea Community School. Their statistical leaders that they're getting back, and looking at their stat sheet, a name you and I are familiar with from basketball season, is Matthew Gorbett, one of the leading scorers on the basketball team, leading the team in batting average this year, John. Played quite a bit last year as well. I've got last year's stats pulled up, and he hit nearly 300 last year. So coming back and leading the team offensively. I think they're getting ready to try to figure out the national anthem here in a second. But offensively, it's really been feast or famine for Model this year. They've struggled to score runs. When they have in bunches. Put up 6 at Western Hills, 3 at Frankfort. But in the game since, they've only scored 1 run per. So they're going to need some of that offensive firepower. We're going to take a 2-minute break for the national anthem. Come back and get ready on WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
I love this card.
Thanks.
Go Colonels!
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
And we're back here on WBON in a chaotic start to the ball game. We are finally all good to go. Starting lineups are in. John, before the break, we were going over the starting lineup and the statistical leaders for Model. Matthew Gorbett leading them in batting alongside Isaiah Kirby. Isaiah Kirby not on tonight's lineup. Doesn't seem to be available, not listed on the roster. Dylan Zerby had a great season last season at the plate as well, and Cole Caldwell and his brother Case both contributing on the offensive side of every inning. They are pitching Matthew Gorbett today. He's pitched 7 innings this season, giving up 5 earned runs, only walked 3 batters, so he's been really efficient on the mound. Madison Southern, on the other hand, coming in with a record of 2 and... Have they played that many games? 2 and 6.
I think it's 2 and 5.
There we go. Thanks, John. Dunaway getting his second start of the season. He's pitched 8 innings, given up 0 earned runs, has been the most efficient pitcher on this Madison Southern team so far this season. The 6'5" sophomore, also a big-time player on the basketball team.
We saw him in the season opener up in Richmond when when Madison Southern was playing Central. Young man who's really kind of turned around this year and become a great pitcher for this team.
Really been watching Jordan pitch since he was in middle school. A lot of give and take, some great outings, some slow starts. This season, we've not seen that slow start, as they say down in the stands. Every day has been a good Jordan day so far, as he's ahead here with a 1-2 count to Caden Wade. Wind up. Fastball low, and it is called strike 3 as Dunaway makes quick work of the first batter of the game.
1 up, 1 down. How many pitches was that?
That was a 4-pitch at bat, and only really 1 half swing there. Chase Lowry coming up to the plate, playing catcher today for Model. Playing catcher for Madison Southern today, Aiden Lilly. Southern down a couple catchers due to injury as Lowry takes ball 1. So Aiden really stepping up, the senior playing out of position because his team needs him to. Ball 2, maybe just a little bit outside there. Right down the middle. 2-1 counts to Lowry so far this season. Lowry hitting 182 as takes ball 3.
A little low and inside. The other two have been maybe a little up and away.
Ball low. First runner's on for Model as Dunaway seemed to be a little bit more out of control there, but really all around the plate, John. It's not like he was wild out there, just barely missing.
Yeah, no, not wild at all. It was all around the plate for sure.
Courtesy runner in for the catcher over there. I'll grab that number when I can see it. John pulling out the binoculars.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything in Central. Looks like number 20.
Really good job there from Lilly to block the curveball in the dirt. 20 Seth Lawson courtesy running for Lowry over at first base. Just a little low. Dunaway wanted that one. 2-0 count. There he goes. Cole Caldwell, sophomore up at Model, first year at Model. He and Dunaway go way back. Best friends, been playing together since they were 7 or 8 years old, so they know each other very well. Neither of them wants the other to get the better of him as Caldwell lines out to left for the second out of the inning. Got a good piece of that one, but Preston Williams, as they say, was on his horse.
Preston Williams started his first game this season at Central for the Eagles, but has he played any high school baseball before this year?
He hasn't played since middle school. Obviously an incredible athlete, and I've gotten another curveball in the dirt. Lawson's going to take second. Good job by Lilly to keep that in front of him, but it did skip away. Gorbett now up to the plate. He's an athlete, John. I've been fortunate enough to see several Southern games, and he continues to get better and better in the outfield. He's hit their only 2 home runs of the season. He hit one, if you can see here, it went between the 2 tunnels back there last week.
Good hard pitch by Dunaway. It was a ball, but it was moving with authority. Jamie's going to break out a radar gun.
I don't
and
know
see
if it'll
we can...
register from up here. May have to send it down below.
Another strike by Dunaway.
2-1 count to Gorbett.
I don't care to go on assignment if I need to, so you just let me know.
What happens.
A little low on that pitch.
3-1 count. Runner on second base. Model looking to take a lead here in the first. Strike 2, full count.
Full count, 2 outs.
Here's the pitch. Called ball 4. Just a bit outside, and Gorbett's going to make his way to first. And it looks like, see if they're going to bring a runner in for him. The courtesy run as the pitcher. It doesn't look like that will be the case. Levi Adams up to the plate. Adams so far this season. Played in every game. Takes ball 1. Has the most at bats of anyone on the team. 1-1 count. Just a little low. Dunaway, really efficient to his first batter, has struggled to stay ahead ever since. Here's the pitch. Outside, and it gets away from Lilly. 3-1 count. Both runners are going to move. 2 runners in scoring position here for Adams. Again, keep in mind, Models struggled the last 4 games to get on the board. Only 1 run in each of those games. A hit right here could jump them up 2-0 if Adams finds his way on base. And he is via base on balls. Base is loaded with Cal Hall coming up. All hitting 143 in limited action as Dunaway is being corralled by some veterans on the team to calm him down just a bit. John took a field trip to figure the radar out.
I did. It's really neat. 77 miles an hour is the last pitch. The pitch before that, 75 miles an hour.
Dunaway, when he lets it rip, can get into the mid-80s. I think you saw a breaking ball there, and maybe he's taking some off to try to place it. Trying to get ahead of this batter. First ball's fouled off by Hall. So Dunaway ahead the first time since the first batter of the game. Also working really quickly, John. He hops right back up on the mound, not wasting any time. Didn't get the call there. Ground ball to first, brought in by Jackson Lewis, and that's going to do it for the top of the inning. No hits, 3 base on balls, no runs, and we'll be back for the bottom of the first in 1 minute here on WBON TV.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Bottom of the first here on this beautiful Tuesday evening in Berea, Kentucky. Madison Southern coming up to the plate after holding Model to no runs, despite having the bases loaded in the top of the first. Jamie Boggs, coverage brought to you by Bishop Smallinger Repair Richmond. John Bailey also on the call, went to get a radar reading during warm-ups here. Talk a little bit about how hard Matthew Gorbett is throwing. He has pitched 7 innings this season. Has given up 5 earned runs, has only walked 3 batters, so some really good control by Gorbett when he is on the hill. Looking at Madison Southern's offensive production, it really has been up and down. Some games they really lay it on, other games they struggle. Leading in average is the leadoff hitter, which is what you like to see. Garrett Young batting .417. Second on the team is hitting Noah Thompson, out injured today. Preston Williams batting .375, as well as Dalton Maynard, Lucas Ingram, Colston Cornett, Aiden Lilly, Trey Helton, and Aaron Short. Rounding out the consistent hitters, catcher Griffin Back has been out for several games with injury as well. So we'll see how this Southern offense, who does a really good job of being patient, Young has drawn 4 walks this season. We'll see if Gorbett's accuracy matches up with him as he takes ball 1. Must have been a little inside. John, were you able to get a reading down there?
No, wasn't able to get it that time, but I'll go back out here in a minute, try it again.
1-1 count to Young. Ball 2. Here comes Gorbett to the plate. Breaking ball across the plate. Going to even it up at 2-2. And he gets a hit between short and third. Grounds the curveball right through the infield to get this offense of Madison Southern started. John, what you want with your leadoff hitter is you want them to be on base every time you turn around. And Young does a really good job of that, getting a great start here tonight. Up second, Trey Helton. One of the offensive leaders last season, really looking to get going this year. Curveball in the dirt, and he's going to stay there. One 1-0 count. Young probably could have advanced there. Didn't know the curveball was going to skip away that much. And it gets by the catcher as Young takes second. 2-0 count.
You've got to watch Madison Southern quite a bit this year. Jamie, how are they offensively? Are they getting a lot of runs scored?
It's really all or nothing so far. Last week they run ruled the opposition on Tuesday and then got run ruled, I think, on Friday. First strike of the at-bat. That one, strike 2.
Getting the radar to work. He's pitching in the mid-60s consistently.
I think we're I'm thinking it's probably a little more than that. We'll get a little closer, but it is working from here. We'll try it when Dunaway gets back out there since we got a closer reading on him earlier. Curveball in the dirt again. Young stays put at second, but that's going to bring us to a full count here for Helton. Outside, ball 4. Runners on for big Preston Williams. Like we talked about earlier, hasn't played since middle school. Struggled a little bit defensively early on, but seems to make it look easy now and is knocking the absolute cover off the ball as of late.
Had a couple of errors against Central in the season opener, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't know that he's had one since.
Not that I recall.
Love to see a home run here.
Here's a curveball. Dropped right into the zone for Gorbett. A lot of movement on his breaking stuff. Young was able to get a bat on it. And there's another one. He gets a hold of foul. It landed over by the tennis courts.
That's
was able to crack that
a
breaking
mile
ball.
and a half away.
He got a good crack at it, but now he's down 0-2, so can Gorbett capitalize? He did time up that breaking ball, so we'll see what Gorbett goes to here way ahead in the count. High fastball, fouled off. Smart approach there by Gorbett, trying to mix up speeds. Williams is able to get just enough of it to see another pitch. Payoff pitch. Can't get him to chase. 1-2 count. There's just something about that high fastball, John, that just looks so impossible to pass up. One, 2 count, 2 on, no out. Corbett curveball doesn't quite break into the zone. 2-2. He's really throwing about half and half, breaking balls and fastballs.
What would you want to see the pitch be here if you're the catcher?
I mean whatever works will work. Nearly strike him out, throw him out there as the ball gets away. They did steal second and third, respectively. Third stolen base for Garrett Young, and Helton made it there on fielder's choice. And Williams had a beat on it. That was a really good pitch by Gorbett. I think he was expecting curveball. You get him leaning, you trick him. It's easy to get it going. Aiden Lilly up. As I said, Lilly filling in at catcher today, has been starting in center field all season due to injuries. Making some adjustments. Ball gets by, and that's going to bring Young to the plate for the first run of the ball game. Gorbett throwing a lot of breaking stuff, and when it's hitting in the dirt that much, you got to have great communication with your catcher to make sure they keep it in front. And that was the worst time with the leadoff runner on third that you want it to get by. Ball 1 to Lilly, or ball 2 rather. That was the first one was a ball as well. Really wanted that call. Thought he dropped it in. Umpire said it landed just a bit inside. 3-1 count to Lilly. Gorbett misses outside. He's walked 2 batters here. Only walked 3 in the remainder of the season. Lilly's going to take off to first there. Gabe Thompson coming into courtesy run for the catcher. Lucas Ingram up to the plate. Ingram serving as the DH, also spends a lot of time on the mound for the Eagles. Plays a little bit of first base. Breaking ball, he's down 0-1. In both of the halves of the innings, John, something to keep an eye on is pitch count. Even though Dunaway didn't give up any runs, he went deep into almost every count and had the bases loaded. So probably threw close to 30 pitches in that first inning. Was a lot more than you want them to throw, and I think Gorbett's probably getting toward that here as well.
So as a coach, what are you looking at as far as numbers to think about getting a pitcher change?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the kid and the coach for the entire game, but I think you generally have a number in your head of this is a kid it's a sophomore. He puts a lot of stress on his arm when he throws. I'm going to limit him to 80, or maybe this other kid's a little bit older, a little more developed, uses his whole body, maybe not as much stress on his arm. You may let him go to 100. But if you want him to go a full game, you're looking at keeping him between 15 and 18 pitches per inning is kind of what you want, as Thompson makes it to second on defensive indifference.
Are there any rules in high school on, if you pitch today, are you out until?
There are resting requirements. So if you throw a certain number of pitches, you have to sit a certain amount of days. I don't have that in front of me, but the coaches have that ingrained in their blood to know if this kid throws one more pitch, I can't pitch him for 3 more days or whatever that may be. But
so you got to be aware of where your pitch count is versus if you think you're going to need that player in the upcoming game.
You've got to know your next week of games to plan ahead and say, you know what, we want Dunaway to pitch this weekend as Ingram goes down swinging. That time, Gorbett went off the plate with a breaking ball, got the strikeout.
2 outs, runners on, third and second.
Yeah, if you want Dunaway available on Friday, then you got to think that we need to let him pitch enough to where he can rest Wednesday and Thursday and be available. Now, you really don't want to overthrow guys anyway, so it's not often you're doing that within 2 days. And Southern does have quite a few arms, but like a lot of teams, they're going to be going on some spring break trips, going to be playing 6 games over the break.
Looks like they're going down to, is it Sevierville, to the Cal Ripken Fields down there?
They're going somewhere in Knoxville, honestly.
Knoxville.
I'm not sure. They're playing against...
I see they're playing Knox Catholic and another Tennessee school.
You're from Tennessee. You familiar with those? Carnes Comprehensive. That sounds like a medical facility.
Knox Catholic is a school that the new Southern football coach, Mark Pemberton, had made before he came up here. So coached at Knox Catholic for many, many years.
Count is 2-1 to Cornett. Model, on the other hand, will be going to playing against Wayne County and Mason County next week, and before going down in the deep dark hills to Clay County. – 3-1 count. Gorbett not wanting to load the bases here. 2 outs, payoff pitch, ground ball.
The ball took a bounce that I was not expecting it to take. I thought it was going to be straight.
You know, that's a single, and it looks like the first baseman, Cole Caldwell, just didn't read it. And like you said, I thought it was going to take a skip toward him. It took a skip and went between first and second and allowed Cornett to get the base hit and to get 2 RBI.
So Southern now in the lead 3-0. Yeah, I mean, I think he made the right call. I mean, I thought that ball was going to bounce towards the base and he was going to be able to pick up the ground ball and tag base and be done. But no, that ball took an odd bounce.
And it's those in-between plays that are super tough anyway. You got a runner on second, so your second baseman, Wade, is kind of holding on a little bit. He's a little further away from first, so requires a lot of communication in that situation, and that miscommunication cost them a couple here in the first. Aaron Short played at Model last year, pitched a complete game last week in a Southern win. Down 0-1 to Gorbett. Breaking ball outside. Cornett steals the base cleanly. And now another runner is in scoring position for the Eagles.
Sounds like softball's having a game over there. I hear the national anthem from afar.
Getting started a little late. We're beating them. Batter called time. Going to settle back in for the 1-1 pitch. Ball low. Throwing a lot of breaking balls. Got a lot of action on him. For a couple of these hitters, he's had them guessing. Able to get them to strike out. Short tried to hit that one to the parking lot. Now we're going to go 2-2. This is the third 44th district matchup of the season. Strike 3 called, 3 strikeouts, 2 hits, 3 runs, and we'll be back for the top of the second in 1 minute on WBON.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
3-0. Madison Southern Eagles lead after one inning here as they take on the Model Patriots on WBON TV. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. As the Eagles are able to score, John, they got a couple hits through the infield, a couple base on balls, a couple fortunate passed balls. But Gorbett really threw a good inning, had 3 strikeouts.
Sure did. I would like to know his pitch count. It felt like a lot. We have a new pitcher here for Southern right now, young man, sophomore Gavin Boggs on the mound.
Has seen limited time on the mound so far in varsity this season. So not a big stat line available for him, as he's going to be facing Zerby, Kirby, and Bula. Zerby last season was a real threat for the Patriots. Hit .429 last season. See if he's able to do that here today. And the first pitch is a hit down the left field line or a single. Good piece of hitting there from Zerby to get started. 1 runner on.
Ball moved pretty quick off the bat. Third baseman tried to get to it, just not able to. Single.
Kellen Kirby up to the plate. His Model tries to get back on the board and into this ball game. Takes a lead. Pitch is high for ball 1. .3-0 Eagle lead. Otto had the bases loaded there in the first. Curveball. Grounded to short. Gets the play at first. Short was covering second on the steal there. Helton made a good play to get back to it. Had a put out for the first out of the inning.
Turf really slows down the ball when it hits in the infield. I think if this wasn't turf, we'd be talking about a turn double play there.
You mean if it was dirt instead of grass?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. You really don't find strike 1 for Boggs there. You really don't find a lot of fields nowadays that are dirt in the infield after Little League or so. Going to call a hit by pitch there. May have grazed his jersey sleeve. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the lineup coming up. In his first time through, Wade struck out. Looking to Dunaway. Very different look here from Boggs. Strike 1 called.
Good pitch right down the middle.
Dunaway very much a power pitcher. Boggs a little more finesse, we'll say. 1-1 count.
Touch outside for Boggs on that second pitch.
Ooh, called that one outside. Gorbett dropped several there trying to get that call. Umpire watching really closely to that outside breaking balls. That one's going to be a strike to bring the count 2-2. Two count, 2 on, 1 out. Payoff pitch from Boggs. Ground ball up the middle. Helton, double play, and out of the inning.
Spoke it into existence, Jamie.
1 hit, 1 base on ball, no runs for Model. We're going to take another 1-minute break and come back for the bottom of the second on WBON TV.
Carson, Kentucky was once again voted the #1 pre-owned automobile dealership in Madison County. Some of the reasons why include the friendliest local staff. All prices on the vehicles are clearly marked. Plus, they have a great updated website that has all the inventory listed. Cars of Kentucky has a great location. Whether you need a gas saver, a truck, SUV, Cars of Kentucky has all the best brands. Cars of Kentucky, 356 Big Hill Avenue, or give them a call at 624-CARS.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Headed into the bottom of the second inning here on WBON TV. Madison Southern leads 3-0. After a quick inning of work there, one hit, one base on balls, and Trey Helton turned a double play to end it with no runs for Motto. They have had 5 runners on base, just unable to push them across the plate. Southern coming up the bottom of their lineup here with Lewis and Lester coming to the plate. Lewis, a senior, primarily plays first, pitches quite a bit as well. Saw a game earlier, late last week, John, got hit in the face with a pitch. I don't mean the helmet. Got hit in the face.
And who was that?
Jackson Lewis coming to the plate here.
I would retire.
You would still be laying there, like probably dead.
Well, 18-year-old John or 40-something-year-old John.
Senior Jackson Lewis bounced up and trotted to first, and we'll see what he can do here as Gorbett really all around the zone the first inning. Gave up a couple walks that came back to bite him, but was efficient with 3 strikeouts. Starts out with ball 1 here. Ball 2 on that one, a little bit high. Kind of tough from this angle to judge the height of a pitch, I believe. Is that he's called that a ball every time. I'm sure it's high, but from here, looks down the middle, and that was a similar pitch called a strike.
See, I thought that one was probably on the edge of being called a ball. It looked high to me from up here.
That one is high, 3-1 again. Gorbett only 3 base on balls all throughout the season. Already has 2 here today. Try not to make it 3 with Lewis at the plate. Strike 2, outside corner. Really relying on that breaking ball quite a bit, but he's got some pop on the fastball as well. Foul ball, and we'll keep playing a full count here.
Piece of that one too.
That's the catcher hangs on to a foul tip, and that's strike 3 to Lewis. First out of the inning. Henry Hank Lester coming up to the plate. One out. Henry started the last few games with Lilly behind the plate. Been able to find some time out in the outfield. Squares the bunt, pulls back, ball 1. One 0 count. Squares again, pulls back. 2-0 count as the third baseman Kirby charging, playing really close in over there at third base. Squares this time, lays it down the third baseline. Kirby in great position and makes the play. You know, that's a really good bunt, John, down the third baseline. Kirby was just played it right in the right position and got the out.
I mean, that was a textbook play on that ball. The third baseman anticipating it, coming up for it. Makes the grab and the throw. 2 outs. Bottom of the second.
Strike one to Garrett Young. Garrett singled in his first at bat. Swing and miss, and down 0-2 quickly here. See if Gorbett can make quick work. Get them back up to the plate. Payoff pitch 0-2. Here it comes. Curveball right over the. Oh, got his sleeve. Crossing the plate. Gorbett really trying to drop it on that inside corner. Came in just a little bit too far inside. We saw the same thing happen with Bulu when Boggs was pitching there in the last inning. I know you and I have talked some about our limited play of baseball. Were you ever a lean into it and let it hit you guy? Get on base however you can? I was always spare any pain I can and jump out of the way kind of guy.
I'm going to be real honest and tell you that was probably one of the best ways I knew how to get on base back then.
I mean, it really is. I've known a lot of people, not that make a living out of it, but that are really successful with it. Garrett Young going to steal, popped up. Oh,
just not able to grab it.
Caldwell nearly gets to it. Garrett Young comes running back. 2 outs, though. Really didn't matter there. He wasn't going anywhere. And Helton, who had a base on ball in his first at bat, falls behind 0-1 here. I mentioned earlier this being the third 44th district game. Southern and Central went 10 innings. Hit through the infield there by Helton. Young's going to go first to third, and Helton's going to pull up to second. Put 2 runners in scoring position for big Preston Williams. Going to call that a single, and then he advanced on the throw. Probably not what a hitter wants to hear, but that was a good piece of hitting there by Helton. So, yeah, Southern and Central went 10 innings. We were on the call. Great baseball game. Berea and Model played last Tuesday. Berea won 3-1 in a really close ball game. So this is the third matchup of teams from the 44th district. And just a reminder that these games do not count toward postseason seeding. It's a random draw, so these games are really about just playing, getting to know your competition a little bit, and getting some good ball games.
We've yet to call a softball game for any schools in Madison County, but looking at our calendar, see when we can make that work.
2 on, 2 out here for the Eagles. Gorbett had 2 out without getting a runner on. Preston Williams golfs it. Will it go? And it does. A Preston bomb to send the Eagles up 6-0. You know, John, I thought that was a routine pop-up.
That didn't look like a hard swing at all. I thought that was going to be easily fielded by the right fielder, but no. It goes over the fence.
It does.
For a home run. So how many is that for the year?
That's 3 on the season. Hit 1 down at Garrett County. Hit 1 last week, which was his best. That really went about halfway between those 2 tunnels there. That one landed, I think, just behind the scoreboard.
Wish I had my rangefinder to see how far the fence is from home plate and then how far the tunnels are.
I mean, that's what the kids do now, John. They get out Google Maps and will measure their home runs that way.
So do you have a number for it?
Oh, no, I don't. I said that's what the kids do.
Well, you
Not
have
what
a kid. I didn't know if they talked about it.
Oh, they may have. I don't know. I don't listen very much, but I know they do that. And that's his 3rd home run of the season. That was a big-time play with 2 outs as Aiden Lilly hits to short. Hula makes the play, and that's going to be 3 outs. 3 innings in the first, 3 in the second. 6-0. Eagles lead, and we'll be back in 1 minute for the 3rd inning on WBON TV.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
And we're back here at Madison Southern High School. Top of the third inning, Eagles lead 6-0. They had 2 hits, 3 runs on a Preston Williams home run last inning. Gorbett continues to pitch well, just made that one mistake on that pitch, and Boggs back in for the Eagles. First 2 innings, Model had 3 and 2 runners on, respectively, just unable to get them around thanks to good pitching and defense from Southern. Will they continue to be able to keep the scoring gate closed? As we got 2, 3, 4 coming up, Lowry, Caldwell, and Gorbett for the Patriots. Lowry, base on balls last time.
Brief team meeting at the mound before they start this inning. Talking about dinner plans, or what's that conversation like?
Just, hey, let's go. Let's not make any mistakes. One 0 counts to Lowry. Boggs evens it at 1-1.
Got him swinging that time, make it 1-2.
Three fastballs so far. Look for Boggs to come off speed here. And, of course, I'm wrong. Strike 3. 1 down for the Patriots. As Cole Caldwell coming to the plate again. Cole, guy that has seen a lot of had a lot of at-bats against Boggs over the years. Strike 1 there. Got a maneuver our camera angle here. Caldwell pops up down the third baseline. Lily's got a beat on it.
2 up, 2 down.
Two down for Boggs. And here comes Gorbett. Gorbett in his first at bat. A base on balls. Ball 1 inside for Boggs. Low skips away from Lilly. No runners on. 2-0 count. 2 down, nobody on. Otto looking to get going here with 2 outs. Strike 1 to Gorbett. Three 1 count. Levi Adams on deck. Boggs not looking to put a base runner on. Trying to save his pitches like we talked about earlier. The hitter believed that was a strike and stayed at third, but the umpire sends him on to first. Don't see that happen a lot. Usually it's the opposite. The runner takes off and the umpire says, nope, that was a ball, or that was a strike, come back. Created some confusion for all involved. Gorbett with his second base on balls for the game, heads to first base. Adams also walked in his first at bat to Dunaway. Boggs gets ahead here. We talked about it in our last game, John, but the statistics of how likely you are to get an out as a pitcher being ahead in the count versus behind in the count, it changes so much pitch to pitch. It really makes such a huge difference to get ahead.
It does, and he's tied right now 1-1.
Gorbett, at least so far, doesn't look like he's trying to move over. Even a pretty tight lead. Boggs goes to the plate. Strike two. 1-2 count to Adams.
That was a good pitch. Good hard fastball.
Payoff pitch from Boggs. Strike
Swing and a
three.
miss.
That's going to do it for the top of the third. No hits, one walk, no runs. We'll be back after a 1-minute break for Madison Southern Hitting on WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Bottom of the third coming up here on WBON TV. Madison Southern leads 6-0. Has scored 3 runs in each the first and second inning. Trying to add to it here in the third. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. See a grimace there from Gorbett's face on that warm-up curveball. John, I know it says he's given up these 6 runs in the first couple innings. There was an error in the first, but he's thrown really well. You see him holding his arm out.
He's holding his arm in
Wonder
warm-up.
how long he'll stay in.
And I saw his I did see his face after you said that. I got to be asking, Coach got to be looking at that too and maybe making a change here pretty quick.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see there. I don't know who's available. Today is Tuesday. I don't think they played yesterday, so you would think they have some folks available. Ingram coming up. He struck out his first time around. And Gorbett gets going with strike one. O2 gets ahead quickly there. Now their last game was Saturday, so they should have plenty of folks available. Line drive just past the glove of Wade. Single for Ingram. He squared that one up. Wade nearly made a great play on it, just sliced a little bit out of his reach. Colston Cornett up. Got a single in his first at bat down the first base side. Ingram with a big lead. Gorbett goes to the plate. Curveball on the dirt. Ball one. Can you see the softball game through your binoculars?
I can.
Can you see the scoreboard?
Mm-hmm.
It's at a weird angle.
It's 1-0. For 0-1.
Cornett squares one up to center field. Can of corn for Hall has one away for the Eagles. Going to bring Aaron Short to the plate. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Ingram taking off for second. Still second straight up. Here's some jeers from the Southern dugout, teasing Ingram there. He actually is an incredible base runner. Really smart on the base paths and can do some damage if you don't pay attention. 1-1 count to Short. I don't think that Gorbett's velocity has really slowed down any, John.
He's throwing as hard as he can. He looks like he's in a little pain.
Curveball low, ball 2.
Does Ingram play any other sports for Southern?
He does not. Looks like a football player, doesn't he? Broad shoulders.
I was just asking a question.
No, big, strong kid. Short tears into one. It's deep to right center. Is he going to be able to track it? No, it's down. Ingram's going to score from second. Short's going for third. He gets stand-up triple for Aaron Short to the right center gap. What a play. Good effort there by Hall and center. Just couldn't catch up to it. Ingram scores all the way from first on that triple. Ingram was on second. Scored on that triple. And Short really got on his horse there.
That's a 7-0 lead for Madison Southern. 1 out so far this inning.
Timeout called for Model. We'll see if they decide to leave Gorbett in the game. Lewis and Lester coming up for the Eagles.
Trying to see is there a bullpen area, and I'm having a hard time seeing.
There's nobody up in their bullpen. I mean, he has the option of bringing in another position player if that's what he chooses to do. I think he's probably talking to Gorbett of, how you feeling? Do you feel like you can finish this one? Can you get us through this inning? Bottom of the Eagles order. 8-9 coming up to the plate. Going to leave him in. No pitching change for the Patriots. Gorbett's given up a couple big hits, but really has pitched well. Southern just putting the ball in exactly the wrong spot for the Patriots with runners in scoring position often. That's been the difference in the game. The Patriots have had people in scoring position as well and just couldn't get them across. Umpire wasn't ready, no pitch. So you can look at that as a free warm-up pitch or a wasted pitch, depending on how your arm feels, probably. My arm feels pretty good, John. How about you?
Arm feels great.
All in the dirt. Great block there by Lowry, keeping it in front of him and keeping Short at third.
Who are some Southern players you watch for to steal bases when they're on base?
Up the middle, Jackson Lewis with a single. And Short comes in to score, and that's going to push the lead to 8-0. Really, they have a great mix of fast runners and smart runners. So there really isn't anybody in their lineup that I would say definitely needs to stay put in any given situation. Now, there are also some catchers they'll play against when I'll say nobody should run, but everybody has a little something to offer. I think there is going to be a pitching change this time. You come out twice in one inning and you have to take your pitcher out. It's a matter of who he's going to go to.
Short he was taking a pretty good lead off third, and I thought, are we going to see a third base steal coming into home here?
I don't think up 7-0 that's a move you make. Not with Aaron Short. He did make it across, and it looks like Bula coming in to pitch for Model. We'll take a 1-minute break while he warms up and be right back on WBON TV.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here?
Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
All revved up and ready to go. Bula into pitch for the Patriots. Dalton Maynard pinch hitting for Lester here. Maynard been doing a lot of pinch hitting lately and has really been on a tear. Catcher can't find the ball. Lewis takes off to second. John Bula in his first pitching appearance of the season here. Hasn't taken the mound so far this year. Did throw about 8 innings last year and did a great job. Only gave up 3 earned runs. So we'll see how effective he is here today as he goes down 2-0 to Maynard. Maynard really been on a tear, hitting about 375, primarily in pinch hit and DH situations. Ball 3 low. Madison Southern softball leading West Jessamine 1-0 over on the softball field here at Madison Southern. Madison Central leading Garrett County 2-0 down at Garrett. All 4 to Maynard, and he's going to take his short trip to first. 2 runners on, 1 out. Top of the order up for Southern. Young so far tonight with a single and was hit by a pitch. Looking to advance some runners here. Strike 1 as Bula gets ahead in the count. He hit that one way up there. Center field's able to make the play. No tag, no runners advance. Another good defensive play there by Hall. We got 2 down, 2 on for the Eagles as Young records his first out of the night. Two out, 2 on, 8-0 Eagles lead as they have, in first and second innings, taken advantage of situations like this. Strike 1 to Helton. Helton also 1 for 1 in the game with a base on balls and a single. Fouls that one off, goes down 0-2. Payoff pitch for Bula. Hangs a curveball, and it goes up the middle for a hit. Lewis going to try to score from second. Hall picks it up, throws it in, and that's going to be an RBI single for Helton.
Good effort by, I think, the shortstop over there to try to dive for it. Just going to get past him. Good RBI for Helton.
I believe that's Wade that's moved over there. I can't really. You're the one with the
I can get you a number
binoculars.
Here.
I think that's 10, and Gorbett went to second when they made the switch. Henry Lester checking back in as Maynard at DH for him. Lester goes in scoring position.
And yeah, you are correct.
Wade at short. Yeah, really good play, good layout there. And it was just slow enough in the grass to where Hall couldn't make a big play on it. Preston Williams back up, a strikeout, and a Preston bomb over the scoreboard. Bula saw that from short. Was he paying enough attention to keep the ball low? He nearly picks off Lester, throws into center field, and he's going to stay put. Looks like they may have stepped on Lester's hand there, as the shortstop was jumping to make the catch. (1-0) to Williams. 2-0 outside and low. Three runs in each inning so far for the Eagles. Will they extend that? Ground ball to the left side. Wade can't come up with it cleanly as Southern continues to just find the gaps in the field where nobody is. That's a tough play to make for anybody there. Base is loaded now with Lilly coming to the plate. Lilly 0 for 1 with a base on balls so far this evening. Ball outside. Ula back in the windup with bases loaded and goes down 0-2 to Lilly. Does not want to put another one on. Nowhere to put him, John. Decision made a little late there by Lilly to foul it off. 2-1 count. Ground ball to short. Wade comes up with it, throws across the diamond to first, and he got him. That's going to do it. 2 hits, 3 runs for the Eagles once again. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back for the 4th on WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
9-0 lead here for the Madison Southern Eagles as they host the Model Patriots. Model has yet to get on the board here tonight. Have had runners on in every inning, unable to score. Southern, on the other hand, just continues to, as they used to say, John, hit the ball where they ain't. They've had a few strong hits. We've had a home run for Preston Williams, a deep triple by Aaron Short. Every other hit's just kind of been placed.
It's almost like they wanted to put the ball there, and they did. Just good at bats for Southern right now. And like you said, Model's had opportunities to score. They've just not been able to move any across the bag.
Hall, Zerby, and Kirby coming up for the Patriots. Hall grounded out to first in his first at bat. We have Trace Halstead in at second base for the Eagles. Garrett Young has moved over to short. Trey Helton, I think, has taken a seat here. Everybody else still in the ball game. Gavin Boggs going into his 3rd inning of work. Here's the pitch. Ball one from Boggs to Hall. Hall played a great center field so far, made several catches. As he hits it straight to second base, Halstead scoops it up. 1 out. Looked like he stepped on Lewis there on his way across. That's 2 ground outs for Hall. One down. Now we have Zerby up. Zerby got a single in his first at bat. Ball one in the dirt. 9-0. Again, Madison Southern softball team leading 1-0 in the fourth over on the softball field. So low-scoring ball game over there. Ball 2 inside for Boggs. Madison Central leading 2-1 over Garrett right now at the end of the fourth down there. 2-0 count to Zerby.
Swing and a miss for his first strike. Jimmy, looks like Boggs able to kind of take a lot of speed off the ball at times and do some interesting things with the pitch.
That's really what you have to do when you're ground ball to short. Young scoops it up, 2 down. When you're not Jordan Dunaway and can't throw it mid-80s out there, you got to mix up the speeds and the locations to be effective. And so far, Boggs has done that well. Now pitching to Kirby. Kirby grounded out to hit into a double play in his first at bat against Boggs. Strike 1. 0-1 count. A little bit high. 1-1, evened it up. In the dirt, he helped out Boggs there for strike 2. Top of the fourth, 2 down, 2 strikes, payoff pitch from Boggs. Ground ball hit to short. Can Young put him away? 3 up, 3 down, and we're headed to the bottom of the fourth as the Eagles lead 9-0 here on WBON TV.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
9-0 lead for the Eagles as they look to add to that here in the bottom of the fourth on WBON. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Jamie Boggs here with John Bailey.
Got my mower out, up and running already, thanks to Bishop's. I know you've mowed your grass already,
man.
So
got my mower at Bishop's as well. Can't say enough good things about their products and service. It was good to get out on the mower. Felt kind of like today. It's a good day to be outside.
A friend of mine called me the other day, needed a recommendation on where to go for a mower. The only place I told him was Bishop's. He got it, and they delivered it, and it's been great.
He needs to practice. Send him over to my house.
I told him, don't buy one, man. Just let me. Yeah. Just let me. I enjoy mowing the
John tries to mow his entire neighborhood. Bula up the middle from Ingram for his second hit of the night. 2 singles for Ingram.
It was a good line drive. One pitch, one runner on first.
Ingram really has he spent a lot of time DHing when he's not pitching. Really does a great job putting the ball in play. Opening inning against Central, put one off the fence up there. Got the power too, but a smart hitter, smart base runner, as you see him taking second on a ball in the dirt here. Cornett up to the plate now. Has a single and flew out to center. Bula delivers the Cornett in the dirt. Lowry
Ingram's
can't
going
come
to
up
third.
with it.
2 pitches in the dirt. 2 stolen bases for Ingram.
He will not hesitate to make his way home either. So you got to know that's in the back of Bula's head as he delivers this pitch. If I've got to keep the ball out of the dirt, you get it up too high.
Strong leadoff there.
And Cornett will make you pay. 3-0. Cornett certainly has home run power as a freshman, one of the better hitters in the district in that age group for sure. Pops it foul. Looks like that one's going to get out of play. Three-one count. Swinging 3-0 there. You got to wonder if he had a take sign or the green light. He green lighted that one. High pop up. Left field comes up with it. Ingram tags up and will score. Give a sac fly there to Cornett to get the run in, and the lead is 10-0. Again, good play by the defense. Southern just timely hitting, runner in scoring position. If you hear players say, hey, do a job, that's get me a ground ball down the right side or give me something deep so I can score on a ground ball or tag up, and that's exactly what Cornett did there. Aaron Short hit a triple last time up. We'll see what he can do here.
Good awareness by Ingram, too. I mean, just knowing the ball's in the dirt and then making the decision.
Extremely smart base runner. You know, a lot of these guys, Ingram and Trey usually play summer ball together. Helton, Griffin Back, some of those guys, some of the younger guys play together. They, over the summer, just play so much baseball. Short rips one down the line. He's going to stay at one for the single. You know, they're playing so much baseball, they can tell if the ball's going in the dirt from a certain angle, this is what's probably going to happen. I can take this risk. Experience means a lot. Gabe Thompson coming in to run for Short. Not sure if that's a substitutions are kind of wild in baseball. He has courtesy run a few times, but if he pinch runs, which is not the same thing, then he can't go back in. It's kind of like all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs situation.
Keeping him honest over there at first with that throw as he takes the lead. Gets him back safe.
Two-0 count to Jackson Lewis. Lewis had a single in his last at bat as well. He hits that one high to the right side. Right field running in. Second base. Gorbett drops it. Right field makes the play. Comes up to throw to second. Had the force out, but couldn't get it there. Error by Gorbett. That's a tough play. I've seen that happen several times in high school this season where the outfielder, if the player who's behind has essentially, if you want to call it the right-of-way, it's their ball. They have ownership of that. It's easier to run in and catch a ball than it is back up. Gorbett called him off of that one, and then you have it in the back of your mind, somebody's running up behind me, and it makes it a tough play. Southern now with 2 on, 1 out. Henry Lester sends a shot to the gap. Oh, right fielder drops it. That one hit him in the glove. Again,
good hit by Lester.
Really good piece of hitting there by Lester. That should have been an out. Likely would have advanced Thompson over to third. Top coming back up with Garrett Young up with the bases loaded. Right down the middle for strike one.
Bases loaded, one out.
One count. I can tell you for certain Young does not want to walk here. He would much rather hit the ball hard. Preferably not straight up, I believe. As now he's down 1-2. Currently 1 for 2 on the night. Hit by a pitch. Flew out to center field in his last at bat. Gets under that one as well to the left side. Will Wade be able to track it down? He does. No tag, and that's going to be 2 outs. Great defensive play for Wade to get over behind third from the shortstop position. That's going to mean 2 outs. Bases loaded with Trey Helton up to bat. Other games in our viewing area. Estill County is currently up on Lee County 12-0 here in the top of the fourth.
Looks like our lady softball looks like 2-0 for the Eagles.
Landon Dunn in to pinch run for Jackson Lewis. They're in scoring position with Helton up to the plate. Top of the fifth over there on the softball field. Strike one to Helton. Central just went up 3-1 at Garrett County. They currently have bases loaded and 1 out. Helton chased one low. 0-2. Really dangerous situation here for Bula. This out would be huge to allow them to get back in the game. Line drive up the middle, and that's going to score at least 1. Here comes Dunn from second, and he's going to score as well. 2 RBI single there from Helton.
Makes it 12-0 for the Eagles here in the bottom of the fourth.
Helton 3 for 3 on the night.
Big Preston Williams up. Hit a home run. Was it his last at bat?
He had a single his last at bat, which was probably disappointing for him. No. Hit a home run before that. A home run right now, unless I'm mistaken, would end the ball game, would make it 15-0. Dooley getting back in the windup. Lester on second. Helton on first. Right back up the middle. Another single for Williams, and Lester will score from second. Lester really fast on the base paths and has a thicker beard than mine as a sophomore.
Was he on second for that, or was he on third?
He was on second. He got here quickly,
that was fast.
didn't he? Yeah.
That was fast.
Judah Clemens in to pinch run for Preston Williams.
What year is Lester? Is he
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the high school team may be looking for some running backs or wide receivers, so Lester, check that out.
Aiden Lilly up now. Lilly 1 for 2 on the night. Late on that one. Bula asking his guys to hold the runner on. Here's the pitch, low. Lowry scoops it up. Helton on second. Clemens on first. Swing and miss by Lilly. Lilly looking to keep the offense going. Been a really productive inning. The Eagles have scored at least 3 in every inning, 4 in this one, trying to put an end to the ball game. Payoff pitch from Bula. And he gets him, strike 3, and we will play another inning. Into 4. Eagles lead 13-0. Back in 1 minute here for the 5th on WBON TV.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you. Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more.
Top of the 5th here at Madison Southern. On this beautiful spring evening, the Eagles lead Model 13-0 after 4 innings. Ben Short in to pitch now for the Eagles. Trey Helton back in at shortstop, the original defense on the field for the Eagles as they look to wrap this one up, John. If Model does not score at least 4 runs in this inning, it will be ended by run rule. In that case, Southern will get another time at bat. We have Kirby and Bula coming to the plate for Model. Only have 1 at bat each so far. Actually, I guess I missed one. Bula is coming to the plate first. Was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Pitched the last 2 innings. Again, Gorbett and Bula have both thrown well. They've thrown strikes. Southern's just had some very timely hitting, and that's how they've been able to build up this big lead over the course of the game. Bula hits it to the left side. Aaron Short makes a heck of a play, and he gets the out at first.
What a great grab there to save that one. Make a play.
It's one thing to get over there to stop the ball. It's quite another thing because in that situation, you're going left. You have to turn your body as a right-hander all the way around to throw it. And he put it on a dime over there at first. Ben Short gets the first out. Ball's behind 1-0 here to Wade. So we're back at the top of the order. Strike 1. Wade 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls. Struck out in his last at bat. 1-2.
Seeing a new pitcher after Gavin Boggs threw 3 innings, so you gotta think that they're not used to this. And
this is Wade's third at bat and his third pitcher. As Short looks to make quick work of it, and he gets the out at first.
2 up, 2 down. Again, if they don't score 4 in this inning, then the game will be over at the last out, or the next out.
Got a pinch hitter coming in here, Ben Whaley. Stepping in to bat for Lowry as he takes ball 1. One count. Really good breaking ball there by Short. Again, similar to Boggs, really good control and movement, changing speeds. Ball 2, just a little bit high as it crosses the plate. From the stats that are available, this is Whaley's first at bat of the season. Strike 2 in the dirt. Payoff pitch from short, right down the heart of the plate, called a ball. Woo. I think everybody, including the batter, was surprised by that one. Full count, and here he comes back with it. That'll do it. Strike out looking for short, and that is the ball game here. 13-0. Madison Southern defeats Model on this beautiful spring night. It was a really good performance by Southern all around. They pitched 3 guys, Dunaway, Boggs, and Short combined for a 1-hitter. The only hit from Model came from Dylan Zerby in the second inning.
Yeah, great all around for Southern. We had, I think, really efficient pitching tonight. We had 3 pitchers, Jordan Dunaway, Gavin Boggs, and the last one was
Ben Short. Yeah.
So just great offensively and defensively for Southern.
And I really want to give a lot of credit to Model. They played really well. They pitched well. They only had, 2 base on balls on the mound and 1 hit by pitch. They threw strikes. Southern just happened to put the ball in play where there was no defense. And there's not a lot you can do to counteract that. Some days the other team just hits it where you're not, and Southern did a great job of that today. Southern was led today offensively by Trey Helton with 3 hits, as well as Preston Williams. Trey had 3 singles. Preston Williams had 2 singles and a monster home run. Lucas Ingram had 2 singles. Aaron Short had 2 hits, a triple and a single, and Jackson Lewis and Garrett Young and Aiden Lilly had 1 hit each. This is the 3rd game of the 44th district this season. I think it may be the last one until we get to tournament time. I don't think Berea is on Southern's schedule, and I'm not sure if Berea and Model play again. I'll have to go and double check that. But we do plan to cover several more baseball games here on WBON from this district as we look to roll into spring break. This is still the beginning of baseball season, John.
Yeah, they play Nicholas County this Wednesday, and I'm looking at the schedule. I don't see any other district games. So this might do it for them this season. But I'm going to have to look over at Model's
Model
schedule.
does play Berea again up at Model on April 15th. So that will happen, and that will be the final regular season district game. Model will be playing on Thursday against Barberville at Model. And then on the weekend, they go up to Paris, where they're going to play Garrett County and Paris. Madison Southern, like we said, they go to Nicholas County tomorrow, and then we'll be playing down in Tennessee this weekend, followed by a trip to Northern Kentucky on the back end of Madison County spring break. So make sure you stay tuned to WBON and the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting for all of your local sports action. Big thanks to Daniel, working on our camera, was pulling solo cameraman duty. Gage, as always, the best producer around. For John Bailey, I'm Jamie Boggs, and this has been live sports coverage here on WBON TV.